If you are looking to live a luxury lifestyle for as cheaply as possible, you probably want to avoid of these cities. And today, we are counting down for top 10 most expensive cities and living costs in the world. Out of the top 10 most expensive cities to live in the world, 5 are in Asia, 3 came from Europe, and only 2 is located in America. The list has been graded on the worldwide cost of living dataset. The dataset comprises of 400 individual prices of 116 products and services across 90 countries. Number 10. Geneva, Switzerland. Geneva is the second most populous city in Switzerland and the most populous city of the Romandy, the French-speaking part of Switzerland. The Swiss city boasts high salaries and low taxes and has seen a decrease in the cost of living in the last year, dropping 5th place in the rank. Currently 1 Swiss franc equals $1.10 US. So let's see what some average salaries and life costs are in Geneva. The average annual salary in Geneva is $121,500. This averages out to be $10,125 US per month. The average rent in Geneva for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center is approximately $2,500 per month, and utilities cost around $226 a month. Price per square meter to buy apartment in city center is $13,329 US. Number 9. Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo is the capital and most populous prefecture of Japan. Also, Tokyo is the political and economic center of the country. This place leading center of business and finance. It hosts 36 of the Fortune Global 500 companies. Tokyo boasts the largest population in the ranking at 9.2 million people strong, resulting in a high cost of living and a 1 kilogram loaf of bread costing $7.41 on average. Currently 1 Japanese yen equals 93,000 of a cent. So, let's see what some average salaries and life costs are in Tokyo. The average annual salary in Tokyo is $69,400. This averages out to be $5,783 per month. The average rent in Tokyo for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center is approximately $1,500 per month, and utilities cost around $198 a month. Price per square meter to buy apartment in city center is $11,080. Number 8. Los Angeles, United States. City of Los Angeles, and often known by its initials LA, is the largest city in California, with an estimated population of nearly 4 million people. It is the second most populous city in the United States after New York City. Similarly to New York, the high cost of living in Los Angeles is influenced by the strengthening of the US dollar and firm domestic demand. The average annual salary in Los Angeles is $4,800 after tax. This averages out to be $5,400 per month. The average rent in Los Angeles, California, for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center is approximately $2,500 per month, and utilities cost around $141 a month. Price per square meter to buy apartment in city center is $8,035. Number 7. Tel Aviv, Israel. Tel Aviv is the most populous city of Israel, located on the Israeli Mediterranean coastline, and it is the economic and technological center of the country. As the only Middle Eastern city in the rank, Tel Aviv rising transport costs, such as a car ownership, have resulted in the city rising 3 places in the last year. Currently 1 Israeli new shekel equals 29 US cent. So let's see what some average salaries and life costs are in Tel Aviv. The average annual salary in Tel Aviv is $68,500. This averages out to be $5,708 per month. The average rent in Tel Aviv for one-bedroom apartment in the city center is approximately $1,500 per month, and utilities cost around $222 a month. Price per square meter to buy apartment in city center is $12,546. Number 6. Zurich, Switzerland. Zurich is the largest city in Switzerland and the capital of the canton of Zurich. Zurich is among the world's largest financial centers despite having a relatively small population. The city is the home to many financial institutions and banking companies. The Swiss city is listed as the 1st city in the world for quality of life. The city also ranks second in terms of the highest salaries, driving up the cost of the rent and groceries. Currently 1 Swiss franc equals $1.10 US. So, let's see what some average salaries and life costs are in Zurich. The average annual salary in Zurich is $125,275. This averages out to be $10,439 per month. The average rent in Zurich for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center is approximately $2,000 per month, and utilities cost around $215 a month. Price per square meter to buy apartment in city center is $12,886. Paris, France. Paris is the capital and most populous city in France. Paris has been one of Europe's major centers of finance, diplomacy, commerce, fashion, science, and arts. Paris received 38 million visitors in 2019, measured by hotel stays, with the largest numbers of foreign visitors coming from the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany, and China. While Paris has some of the richest neighborhoods in France, it also has some of the poorest, mostly on the eastern side of the city. Dropping 5 places from the top spot in just 1 year, France capital remains the most expensive city in Europe, along with Zurich. Currently €1 equals $1.18. So, let's see what some average salaries and life costs are in Paris. The average annual salary in Paris is $76,166. The average is out to be $6,347 per month. The average rent in Paris for a one-bedroom apartment in city center is approximately $1,500 per month, and utilities cost around $225 a month. Price per square meter to buy apartment in city center is $12,469. Number 4. New York, United States. New York City is the most populous city in the United States. With almost 20 million people in its metropolitan statistical area and approximately 23 million its combined statistical area. It is one of the world's most populous megacities. New York City has been described as the cultural, financial, and media capital of the world, significantly influencing commerce, entertainment, research, technology, education, politics, tourism, art, fashion, and sports. New York is home highest number of billionaires of any city in the world. New York City is a global hub of business and commerce, as a center for banking and finance, retailing, world trade, transportation, tourism, real estate, etc. It is home of the some of the nations and the world's most valuable real estate. Fifth Avenue in Midtown Manhattan commands the highest retail rents in the world. The average annual salary in New York is $69,300 after tax. The average is out to be $5,775 per month. The average rent in New York for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center is approximately $3,500 per month, and utilities cost around $114 a month. Price per square meter to buy apartment in city center is $40,807. Right now, let's talk about the cost of the Far Eastern countries at the top of the list. Number 3. Osaka, Japan. Osaka is the second largest metropolitan area in Japan and among the largest in the world with more than 20 million inhabitants. Today, Osaka is a major financial center of Japan. The Japanese city is often named as one of the best cities in the world for foodies, but it is also one of the most expensive places to buy groceries. Currently, one Japanese yen equals 93,000 of a cent. Let's see what some average salaries and life costs are in Osaka. The average annual salary in Osaka is $50,200. This averages out to be $4,350 per month. The average rent in Osaka for one-bedroom apartment in the city center is approximately $1,000 per month, and utilities cost around $210 a month. Price per square meter to buy apartment in city center is $6,233. Number 2. Hong Kong, China. The cost of buying property in Hong Kong make it most expensive real estate market in the world, with ownership out of reach even for people with higher salaries. Hong Kong is the world's 10th largest exporter and 9th largest importer. Hong Kong is home to second highest number of billionaires of any city in the world. It is highest number of billionaires of any city in Asia, and the largest concentration of ultra high net worth individual of any city in the world. Although the city has one of the highest per capita incomes in the world. Severe income inequality exists among its residents. Over 90% of daily trips are made on public transport, the highest percentage in the world. Currently, one Hong Kong dollar equals 13 US cents. So let's see what some average salaries and life costs are in Hong Kong. The average annual salary in Hong Kong is $71,289. This averages out to be $5,940 per month. The average rent in Hong Kong for one bedroom apartment in the city center is approximately $2,500 per month, and utilities cost around $217 a month. Price per square meter to buy apartment in city center is $31,800. Number 1. Singapore. Singapore has the second greatest population density in the world. It is home to almost 6 million residents. Singapore has a low unemployment rate for a developed country. It also has one of the highest income inequalities among developed countries. Singapore is the world's third largest foreign exchange center, third largest financial center, second largest casino gambling market. Singapore is known to be particularly expensive for buying car, with a Volkswagen Golf costing $110,000 on average compared to $44,000 in Norway. Currently $1 Singapore dollar equals 74 US cents. So let's see what some average salaries and life costs are in Singapore. The average annual salary in Singapore is $67,152 after tax. This averages out to be $5,096 per month. The average rent in Singapore for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center is approximately $3,000 per month, and utilities cost around $119 a month. Price per square meter to buy apartment in city center is $18,687.